Hello again, everybody. Um, so I'm coming to you tonight with another little tale of ant behaviour. Um, so what I think, and I'd just like to say that I'm not an absolute expert. I know what's possible. I know what ants do. Then I see them doing things, and I try to interpret what I'm seeing to what I know, and I'm not always, perhaps, correct. But what I think is happening here is that a larvae has just been born. So the larvae, I've seen a video of this that someone else filmed. Larvae actually hatch out of the eggs. And what you've got here, those two ants that are holding that thing, is you've got a larvae that's just coming out of its egg. I think it's sort of mostly out, but the ant on the right has got the sort of back end of it. The other issue is that there is an actual egg there as well. The ant on the left, where it was there was an actual egg that's nothing to do with the larvae being born, so it confuses the picture a bit. But yeah, they kept working at this larvae and cleaning it, and I think it's still stuck to the egg, but you'll see what happens to the egg, and later on I'll show you. The egg's fine, it's a happy ending on this. But yeah, they kept, one of them would almost like be holding the egg sort of sack, while the others try to pull the larvae and cleaned and worked around. And you'll see in a second, you'll see all sorts of, that one there, the ant at the bottom, has got a little bit of egg casing in its mouth as it runs off. Well, the other one is still holding the larvae, but it's covered, it's still got bits of egg casing stuck to it, and the egg is then stuck to that. So the whole thing is a bit of a mess at the moment. But like I said, ants being ants, they do what they do. They just kept working on it. This whole, I've got this video down to about 6 minutes, but this whole thing was actually filmed over the course of about 45 minutes, I would say. And yeah, you can see there's some, my camera's not the absolute best, but I was quite impressed at what I was able to film here with them. You can see little bits of sort of egg casing in some of these ants' mouths as they're pulling it off the larvae. And the other thing that you start to see as the pictures go along is the larvae getting sort of cleaner as well. You can see the hairs on the larvae starting to stand up as they clean it down and get it more larvae-like. And yeah, you can just see there bits of egg sort of casing being, and they, rather than almost take bits off, they seem to keep trying to, maybe it's sticky or something. I know eggs stick to each other because they keep trying to sort of fold it up on itself and scrunch it into a ball. Here now you can see, as I said, you can see the hairs are all standing up on the larvae. It's looking a lot cleaner, and there's like a final little bit there coming off the bottom. What's quite amusing actually is the ant that's holding the larvae in its mandibles stands holding this larvae, just unless another ant comes along to help, it just stands there unmoving, holding the larvae, waiting for other ants to come and help clean. And I'll show you right at the very, very end that the ant that's holding the larvae actually hunkers down. You see on the right there, that pile, they're starting to think about hibernation, and large chunks of the nest is now sitting in big piles like this, not moving. There are still some of them active, but they are doing that. And at the end of this video, the one that's holding the larvae just buries herself in the pile, still holding the larvae. I presume she puts it down later, but yeah. Now here's the actual egg look. You can see the egg that was stuck to it all. Now it's all free. This one picks it up, and I was unable to actually follow with the camera, but I did see that they take it back to the very small egg pile that they've now got. And yeah, the egg pile now is very small. They are definitely slowing down, moving towards hibernation. As you can see, the stacks of them there, it's quite funny. I can't even have a guess at counting them anymore because they're in such big piles. But yeah, the larvae's just like I said, still getting cleaned off now. The final few sort of little bits of egg casing are coming off the larvae, and it's starting to look like a normal larvae. Um, so here's a bit coming off. But as I said, this is what I think I'm seeing here. I can't be 100% certain. Like I said, I know that larvae do actually hatch out of the eggs, and I think that this is what I've managed to film. But yeah, make your own mind up and decide, is that what I've managed to film? So yeah, that's just like I said, and here she is at the very end, hunkering down into the pile with the larvae in her mouth, so you can just see it in the middle. So just yeah, another video of ant behaviour. Thank you for watching, everybody. Goodbye.